Here's a list of 6 things that you should not be saying as an English learner who really wants to improve on their English. If you're already saying them, you must stop saying them. They're limiting your chances of getting to improve on the language. You know what? You probably shouldn't be saying such things when learning any language. So let's take a look at the phrases that you must stop saying. Hey learners, it's Jay and this is Speak English with Jay. So to begin with, we have this phrase, I'll never be fluent in English. I'll never be fluent in English. Maybe you've learned the language for a while and you're still not seeing any progress. You've done all the work and you're still not seeing any improvement. You probably feel like quitting or giving up, saying you'll never be fluent in speaking the language. Instead of saying you'll never be fluent in speaking, I want you to believe in your potential, knowing that progress takes time and effort. So you've already done it for a week and you want to quit, right? Why don't you try doing it for a month and see if there's progress? In case there's no progress at the end of the month, you can try switching to another strategy of learning. Maybe the one you've been using is not quite working for you. Switch to another strategy of learning the language. If you've only been listening to English music and podcasts, try self-talk. Try engaging in conversations with others if you've not already tried that. Or you can also try recording yourself or speaking to see your progress and see where you're not doing well and improve on it. Remember, there's always a working way for every single person. Maybe you've not just found yours quite yet. Just don't quit, because maybe the next strategy you're gonna try will work for you. So be patient with yourself. Progress takes time and effort. The second phrase is, I can't learn English because of my age. Listen, whether you're 4 years, 60 years, 40 years, 20 years, age doesn't matter. Age doesn't really matter in learning a language. So don't let your age stop you. Don't let your age limit you from learning a new language. And of course, it's gonna take different strategies to learn the language. Like for instance, a 60-year-old learner might find it less fun learning English through listening to English music, but might find it very interesting through reading magazines or reading newspapers. Likewise to a teenager or a 10-year-old who might find it very much interesting and fun learning English through listening to songs and not reading magazines or newspapers. Don't let your age limit you from learning English. And you know what? There's nothing more satisfying than being asked at the airport or maybe in a public place if you know how to speak in English and you're like, yes. The third phrase you should not say and must stop saying is, I'll never overcome my accent. My 2021 self would really use this advice. 2021 was like the year when I discovered that I actually love the American accent. I initially loved English, but then in 2021 I realized that I'm leaning more on the American accent. It really thrilled me and excited me just to listen to Americans speak, and I really love the accent. I don't know if it's the northern or the southern accent, but the one they speak in
California, I don't know.
Obviously, I tried to learn the accent by listening and watching movies. At a point, I was like, oh my god, I am not getting this accent. I would really get frustrated. I was even tempted to say that I will never get the accent right. And I'm just glad that I didn't stop trying it. Working on my accent and practicing continually. So just don't say you cannot overcome your accent, because you can. And the secret is entirely focusing on pronunciation and effective communication and not entirely diminishing your accent. Just focus on the pronunciation and effective communication. The accent will just like flow in naturally. So just don't force it. Just take it slow. Take it easy on yourself. You will do it. The fourth phrase that you should stop saying is, I can't understand English movies and English TV shows. Obviously, watching English shows and movies is a way to improve on your English fluency. But if you still find it difficult to understand what they're saying, you can rely on the subtitles at the beginning, but as you improve on your listening skills, gradually reduce your reliance on them. But you can always like check on them once in a while just for reference. And just to remind you, be careful not to overwork your eyes. The next phrase you should stop saying is, it is too difficult for me. English is just too difficult for me to learn and I won't learn it. I totally understand that at the beginning, when you're still studying, when you're still new to the language, It might look and seem difficult with the grammar, the vocabulary, the listening skills, the writing skills, and everything. But trust me, once you just get a grip and give yourself more time to actually understand the language, it'll just start flowing, flawlessly flowing. So trust me, it's not that difficult. Everything is always difficult when you're starting, but once you start doing it, it is flowless. The sixth and last phrase you should stop saying is, I'll never be able to think in English. Thinking in English is a skill that helps you improve on your English fluency. Most people might find thinking in English a little bit tricky, a little bit challenging, especially learners who are constantly translating in their head, which is very common at the beginning of learning English. You tend to translate directly from your native language to English. There are several simple strategies that can help you develop your skill to start thinking in English. In fact, I made a video about simple ways to help you think in English, and if you're interested and if you have difficulty in that area, you can check out that video. Just remember that consistent practicing is key. English is a very interesting and easy language to learn, and don't let limiting beliefs stop you from learning this language. I really hope this video was helpful. In case you're an English learner who is constantly working and improving their skills, their English skills, then I highly recommend that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my English video. And with that being said, let me see you in my next video. Bye.